Hey, what's going on? We got back with the Heat for the Streets, man. It's aka Showtime. Um, with all this stuff coming out about Kobe Bryant and all the some of the negativity and most of the positivity and all this other stuff like that. You know, the lady at MSNBC, the lady at the Washington Post that I did a video on. I did a video on one video on both of them. And I was talking about what happened and everything else, but I want to talk about a lot of this positive stuff that I was seeing with Kobe Bryant in terms of like everybody, you know, saying their condolences and everything like that. And I'm just like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, did y'all forget just a few years ago, after his last game, Jason Whitlock basically called him a selfish player. He said he wanted the spotlight all to himself. It was all about him, blah, 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 blah. And he never got along with teammates, and stuff like that. And he brought up the whole Shaq feud and everything like that. And I'm just like, he was one of the ones pulling his support out. Nick Wright, they came out and said a lot of crazy stuff about Kobe, disrespecting his legacy. Colin Cowherd was one who came out. Shannon Sharp. All those dudes ever one. All those dudes came out and said some crazy stuff about him. It's just a lot of dudes in the media that said stuff about Kobe negatively prior to his death. Just a few years ago. When they was trying to prop up, when they was trying to prop up and still trying to prop up LeBron, it's like the GOAT, they pretty much knocked Kobe out the GOAT conversation. I said, nah, the hell with that. That dude's still my GOAT. I still feel like he's the best player that I ever seen. And I don't care whose opinion, gets out there. I don't care what numbers you put out there. That dude is the greatest player that I've ever seen play basketball. He just worked hard. He never cheated the game, never cheated the fans. He was the ultimate Laker for 20 years. And I said that on Instagram. At AK Showtime on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to follow me, go ahead and follow me, you know what I'm saying? But I said it on Instagram. I said, this is a moment in my life that I'll never forget, bro. I'll never get over it because it's like, I grew up with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with this dude. I remember when he was I've been watching him on Moesha with Brandy and stuff like that. So, seeing the pictures of them going to prom and stuff like that. Him dunking on people. Him crossing dudes up and throwing a lob to Shaq in the Western Conference Finals in LA against Portland. You know what I'm saying? The 45-point special against the Kings. All those battles with the Spurs. All those battles with, Michael, the early battles. The battles when, Kobe was in his prime and Michael was kind of the old dude and stuff like that. All the All-Star games, all the finals, all the playoff games and stuff like that, But I don't want y'all to forget all the shit that these dudes talking about Kobe, pretty much trying to tarnish his legacy and pretty much not erase him out the out the convert, not erase him from basketball, from the basketball conversation, because you'll never erase a dude like Kobe Bryant, but it's disrespectful to pretty much just say, oh, it's a Kobe versus Tim Duncan conversation. And then Tim Duncan was better. Not as disrespectful to say Tim Duncan was better, because it's all subjective. It's your opinion. Blah blah blah. Like I said, I don't think so. I don't think so. Kobe was better than Timmy to me, and I watched both of those dudes their whole career, both of them. I watched the battles. I watched all of it. I watched all of it. And Duncan couldn't touch this dude for the most part. But to completely knock him out of the GOAT conversation with LeBron and Jordan, to disrespect him and, talk about how Shaq carried him the 3 rings and, all the shit that these dudes was talking on these networks for years. For years. Pre-retirement, post-retirement. You know what I'm saying? After his last game, like I said, Jason Whitlock shitted on this dude the night after, you know what I'm saying? He scored 60 points. You know what I'm saying? Ruining his moment. You made it about you, fat ass nigga. You made it about you. When you talk shit about Kobe the night after he dropped 60 on Utah. Trying to tarnish this dude. Like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? But then y'all want to get on TV and act all sad. And I'm not saying it ain't genuine, but I'm just saying don't forget what these dudes tried to do to this man throughout his career. Throwing dirt on his name. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tarnish his legacy with the Colorado stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? Losing in 04, losing in 08. Like I said, talking about Shaq carried him 3 rings. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can go back and look at his numbers throughout the regular season and the postseason, and argue that if anybody other than Kobe could have matched, could have at least got close to a match Shaq's production during them years. And I remember I was watching a Dom 2K video years ago when he first made this video, and he debunked the whole narrative about Kobe getting carried by Shaq. It's just like, bro, you go back and look at those postseason runs, especially the last 2, the second and the third championship runs, bruh, you gotta argue that nobody but Kobe could have did that. And Shaq was gonna win those finals MVP regardless, because he had no equal. Nobody was gonna stop that dude. I mean, you had better guards in those runs than you had centers. Come on, bro. Rick Smits, Tim Geiger, Todd McCullough, Jason Collins, Dikembe Mutombo, I think twice, because in 02, I think in 02 the Nets had him, or it might have been in 03 when they played the Spurs. But come on, old ass Dikembe, Tim Geiger, Todd McCullough, Jason Collins, Rick Smits. Come on, dude. That nigga faced better competition leading up to those finals than he did in the finals. Come on, dog. Come on. And I love Shaq, but come on, dog. We gotta be real about this shit. But y'all want to disrespect Kobe so bad. Y'all wanted to disrespect Kobe so bad. And then go on TV and act all somber and shit and act like y'all didn't throw dirt on this nigga name. You know what I'm saying? For 20 years. And then post retirement, when you talk about the greatest that ever did it, they don't even mention Kobe. Or when they mention Kobe, they say, "Oh, he's not in the conversation." You know who in the conversation with? He in the conversation with Duncan, because they both got 5 rings. And then you can debate, okay, who was better during that era of Lakers and Spurs. Come on, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I just don't want y'all to forget that a lot of these same dudes are sitting up here crying and talking, you know what I'm saying? That, oh, I remember when Kobe did this, and you know, and all this stuff like that. Don't forget what they did. Do not forget what they did. And all the clips on YouTube, all the clips on the internet, you can go fucking watch them. You can go listen to the shit they talked about Kobe. And I gave you all the names. Most of those dudes work at FS1 now. It was some dudes on ESPN too. You know, Stephen A had his issues with Kobe. Fucking Brian Windhorst had his issues with Kobe. When people bring up whether Kobe or LeBron was the better player, you know, when they primes and stuff like that. It was a lot of dudes. Jim Rome had problems with Kobe. It was a lot of dudes. It was a lot of those dudes. A lot of them. A lot of those dudes had problems with Kobe. I don't want to even say problems, but they had a lot of shit to say. But then now that he gone, you know what I'm saying? They wanna, you know what I'm saying, they wanna cry and be like, oh, he was a great, you know, come on, man. Come on, dog. I just feel like it's just disingenuous. Not that they don't care. Obviously they human. They supposed to care to a certain degree because the man just died. But I'm like, what was all this when he was alive? Because I was still kind of shitting on him a little bit by disrespecting him in the grand scheme of the basketball conversation. That's why I got a problem with some of this shit because I'm like, y'all talk about how great of a dude he is, you know what I'm saying? Not just off the court, but on the court, but then y'all shitted on him in terms of the basketball conversation. And that's not even the half. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, if y'all got any answers for me, bro, I mean, I want some type of answer to my question as to why, like, you know what I'm saying, why I feel like this shit is disingenuous. Because I have a feeling. I said a lot of my points in the video, but I don't know. It just seemed fucking weird to me. But anyway, man, I'm out.